Hey everyone, it's Michelle. In today's video, I'm sharing with you all my final skincare haul of 2022. Let's just say I overestimated my willpower for the last stretch of the year. In my meager defense, I have 7 out of the 11 products that I've already shown on the channel. So I'll leave a link to all those relevant videos in the description box down below. One of them I even reviewed already. So more or less, these items have been rotating in my current skincare routine. Let's start off with cleansers. All three, again, featured on my channel in previous videos. The first one is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water All-in-One for sensitive skin. I brought this in my carry-on when I took a month-long trip to Canada. It's really nice and gentle. It served a purpose, and I am still trying to finish up the Bioderma one I have, but when I do, I am going to be using this one. Second cleanser I showed, I believe, in my slow skincare routine in November, and that's the Balea Med Ultra Sensitive Foaming Cleanser. Don't know how to say that in German. This is a really nice foaming cleanser that does not overly strip my skin. I do find it better for the warmer months because I did have to go and purchase a more creamy cleanser for the drier winter months. Otherwise, I really enjoy the texture of this cleanser and I love how cost effective it is. Third cleanser, and it's one I decanted and brought with me to Canada, is Cerave's Hydrating Cleanser. I've gone through a full bottle of this in the past, got a travel size cleanser as well. I did a full review on this, which I will leave in the description box down below. It's a really nice creamy cleanser. It's not foaming at all. The reason why I picked this up is, again, I needed something a little bit more moisturizing in my cleansing step, and I find Cerave just the brand to provide that, especially at an affordable price point. I have used it plenty of times in the morning, but I really like using it at night as well as the only cleanser in my skincare routine. What I do is I apply a bunch of this on dry skin, massage it on my face, and then just rinse it off. And I find with that technique, it's been able to remove water-resistant sunscreen. Next skincare item I featured on my channel is castor oil, and that is the Rivana Castor Oil. My friend picked this up for me at a local DM because I am on a mission for the rest of my life to have really nice, healthy lashes, just like Jennifer Myers. I can't wait to see what my lashes look like in 6 years. Next skincare item is the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5 Plus. Already did a full review of this on my channel. Again, link in the description box down below for that if you are interested. It's just a really nice go-to Cica balm, soothing balm whenever your skin is impaired. I used this when I was having an allergic reaction on my face, whenever my face feels overly heated from eating spicy food or having an extra cup of coffee. And when I get a cystic acne breakout, I like applying a bunch of this on the spot. I find it a really nice, gentle alternative to the common anti-acne actives that you find on the market. And this also pairs well with tretinoin. This is my third or fourth bottle of this product. This is the newer version, so first bottle of the newer product, and I have a bunch of friends and family members who love using this as well. Next skincare item I actually purchased 4 of these, and it's the Balea Med Ultra Sensitive Intensivcreme with 7% urea. I already emptied out one of these in Canada. I'm close to emptying out a second one, and this is the third bottle out of the 4 I bought, and the fourth one I bought for my mother-in-law. I mentioned this briefly in my carry-on skincare video, but the reason why I picked up this cream is because I wanted to rotate a urea cream in my skincare routine just to kind of strengthen my skin for it to hold on to moisture better. And what I've been liking about this one is that the price is right. This is also a product from Balea that's under €5. It has a really nice ingredients list. It has not bothered my skin at all, and for not super dry weather but mildly dry type of winter weather, I find I could just put this on my skin after cleansing and it does a great job at softening the skin. Aside from the one that I gave to my mother-in-law, the reason I picked up 3 of these is because my husband and I share moisturizer, so I definitely needed to have multiple bottles of this. This is only 50 mils, whereas my go-to moisturizer, the Bioderma Atoderm Intensive Balm, that's 500 mils. And that moisturizer we use day and night. So if 2 of us are using it day and night, you better believe we need multiples of these. Like I mentioned, 2 of these bottles are already emptied out, and this is the last one. It should last us until the warmer months come to us. The last skincare item I've previously mentioned on my channel is the Aquaphor Soothing Skin Balm. I keep calling it the Aquaphor Healing Ointment. That's the Cerave version. This is the Skin Soothing Balm. Either way, it's a petrolatum based balm. It has no water in it. It's a really good ointment that is much needed during the drier winter months. And frankly, sometimes when I want to be super minimal with my skincare routine, I use just this as my moisturizer for the day. All right, that is it for the previously mentioned skincare items that I have featured on my channel. Now moving on to the ones you have not seen yet. So the first one is another castor oil. It is the Alteya Organics Castor Oil. So this is replacing the Rivana Castor Oil, primarily because this is a cold pressed oil. The Rivana one is most definitely not. I could tell by the texture the first time I opened it that it's quite runny and clear. Whereas the Alteya Organics Castor Oil, when I opened it, right away I knew it was cold pressed because it's a pale yellow color, which is what a cold pressed castor oil color is supposed to be. And also the consistency of it is much thicker. It grips onto my lashes better, and there is quite the moisturizing film it leaves around my eye area. In place of the Rivana Castor Oil, I am continuing the eyelash journey with the Alteya Organics one. Clearly, I failed my empty before newbie low buy rule, but frankly, I failed that rule a long time ago. As for the Rivana Castor Oil, what I decided to do with it is just use it as an eye makeup remover. I mean, I am wearing tubing mascara. That's what I decided to use from here on out on my lashes. Just for the sake of using the castor oil up, that's what I will be using it for. Alongside the castor oil, I did buy another facial oil, and that one is from The Ordinary. It's their 100% plant-derived squalane. I have been eyeing this, or squalane oil in general, for a very long time. I just felt like it wasn't necessary in my skincare routine. However, I swatched this on my hand at a local Douglas during the Black Friday sales event. I was really impressed with how it sank into my skin. It left some sort of sparkly, glowy finish, and of course how it moisturized my skin. So I figured, what's the harm in trying out the Ordinary's Squalane? I have already used it on its own on my face. I just need about 4 drops for my face and neck, and I've also tried mixing it in with the Bioderma Atoderm Intensive Balm. So in that case, I use only 2 drops. Both times it's performed really well. I'm pretty impressed by it with how it just moisturizes my skin really well. It mixes in with my moisturizer really well. And just the overall appearance of my skin looks really nice, plump, and healthy. I'll probably eventually review this squalane oil, but I do have a backlog of other skincare I need to review, such as the Cosrx snail skincare that I've tried. I have some Crave Beauty items that I don't think I've ever shown on the channel, maybe once, but that's it. Also, I want to update you all on how some of the niche beauty skincare products I bought are doing. So yeah, definitely a backlog of some skincare reviews, but I think this will be on the list to review as well. Next skincare item I purchased was one that I didn't really have to at the time. I could have just waited when the season called for it, and that's the Sebamed Extreme Dry Skin Relief Face Cream 5% Urea. The reason why I picked this up is because I'm running out of the Malaysia 5% Urea moisturizer. I did not pick it up during the Black Friday sales event. At the time, I was a bit conflicted as to whether or not I wanted to continue using a gel moisturizer in my skincare routine, just because my skin is on the drier side. That's part of the reason why I picked up this Balea Med 7% Urea cream. It's because it's been working really well for my normal to dry skin type. One thing that I'm not really a fan of about this moisturizer is that the finish of it is silicone-y. I can tell there is a little bit of a silicone-y layer, and it doesn't break my skin out or anything like that. It still works really well for my normal to dry skin type. I just prefer a different finish, that's all. Having said that, once I'm finished up with this last tube of the Balea Med 7% Urea cream, I'll go back to using my go-to moisturizer more consistently and rotating in the Sebamed Urea cream as needed. And maybe in the summer months, this will actually be my go-to moisturizer, and then I could use a nice moisturizing SPF on top. Speaking of SPF, I did say in a previous video I would not pick up any more sunscreen for the rest of the year because I did not need any, and I ended up picking up another sunscreen. That is the La Roche-Posay Anthelios UV Moon 400 SPF 50+. Just like the Sebamed cream, I did not have to pick up the La Roche-Posay sunscreen right away. I could have just waited until the time called for it that I needed a new sunscreen. Both of these were on sale during the Black Friday sales event, so I couldn't resist. I guess I broke down, lost my cool during that sales month and decided to pick these up. So out of all the skincare items I featured here today and probably for the whole year of 2022, I would say that these 4 skincare items were probably the impulse purchases of the year. That's it for my final skincare haul of 2022. As always, I hope you find videos like this helpful and informative. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel down below for future videos, leave a comment if you have any questions about the products I've mentioned, or if you have a mini review yourself on them, whether or not you like them, or if you also caved yourself during the Black Friday sales event. Again, I definitely overestimated my willpower during that month. Anyways, that is it for this video. See you all soon. Ciao.